Can anyone confirm my screen is visible to everyone?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much. Please try to recite the sloka after me. Okay, line by line. First line I'll recite. You have to recite for 4 times. Like that, after completing a 4 lines, 2 lines together, 4 lines together. Every line, every 2 lines, every 4 lines, you have to recite 4 times. Okay, please recite after me. Tadvidhi pranipatena.
Tadvidhi pranipatena. Tadvidhi pranipatena. Tadvidhi pranipatena. Tadvidhi pranipatena.
Pariprasnena sevaya.
Pariprasnena sevaya. Pariprasnena sevaya. Pariprasnena sevaya. Pariprasnena sevaya.
Upadekshanti te jnanam.
Upadeshanti te jnanam. Upadeshanti te jnanam. Upadeshanti te jnanam. Upadeshanti te jnanam.
Upadekshante jnanam.
Jnaninastatvadarshinaha.
Jnaninastatvadarshinaः. Jnaninastatvadarshinaः. Jnaninastatvadarshinaः.
I see only Krishna Prabhu and Jayalakshmi Mataji is reciting. I request all the devotees, please recite. If you cannot mute and this means unmute and recite, you can be on mute and try to recite the sloka, so that in the class itself we will learn the sloka. Okay, let's recite 2 lines together. Before that, any difficulty in pronouncing any particular word or line, please let me know. We will recite it for a couple of times. Hare Krishna. Any difficulty in pronouncing any particular word or line? Yes, no? I request all the devotees, please try to participate by unmuting yourself. You have an option to unmute yourself. Okay, we will recite 2 lines together. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya.
Tadvidhi pranipatena. Tadvidhi pranipatena. Pariprasnena sevaya. Tadvidhi pranipatena. Pariprasnena sevaya. Tadvidhi pranipatena. Pariprasnena sevaya. Tadvidhi pranipatena. Pariprasnena sevaya.
Upadekshante te jnanam jnaninastatvadarshinaha.
Upadeshanti te jnanam jnaninastatvadarshinaः. Upadeshanti te jnanam jnaninastatvadarshinaः. Upadeshanti te jnanam jnaninastatvadarshinaः. Upadeshanti te jnanam jnaninastatvadarshinaः.
Okay, Uma Mataji said, third line Prabhuji. Okay, we will decide. It is called Upadekshante te jnanam. Mataji, can you please recite?
Upadekshante jnanam jnaninastatvadarshinaha. Upadekshante jnanam
Upadekshante te jnanam. Upadekshante te jnanam.
jnaninastatvadarshinaha.
Okay, 4 lines together will recite. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadekshante te jnanam jnaninastatvadarshinaha.
Tadvidhi
Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya.
jnaninastatvadarshinaः. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya. Upadeshanti te jnanam jnaninastatvadarshinaः. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya. Upadeshanti te jnanam jnaninastatvadarshinaः. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya. Upadeshanti te jnanam jnaninastatvadarshinaः.
jnaninastatvadarshinaha. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya. Upadekshante jnanam jnaninastatvadarshinaha.
Very nice, Prabhu. Can any one devotee please raise your hand and read the synonyms? Please raise your hand. Any devotee like to read the synonyms? Hare Krishna. Any devotee like to read? Okay. I will read the synonyms. You please recite after me. Third, that knowledge of different sacrifices.
That knowledge of different sacrifices.
Vidhi, try to understand.
Vidhi, try to understand.
Pranipatena, by approaching a spiritual master.
Pranipatena, by approaching a spiritual master.
Pariprashnena, by submissive inquiries.
Pariprasnena, by submissive inquiries.
Sevaya, by the rendering of service.
Sevaya, by the rendering of service.
Upadekshanti, they will initiate.
Upadeshanti, they will initiate.
Te, you.
They, you.
Jnana, into the knowledge.
Jnana, into knowledge.
Jnaniha, the self-realized.
Jnanina, the self-realized.
Tattva, of the truth.
Tattva, of the truth.
Darshinaha, seer.
Darshinaha, sees.
Yes.
I request Asha Mataji, can you please read the
Yes.
translation? Yes, a
Yeah.
few words together. Few words together. After that, please stop, Mataji. We will recite after.
So can I read, sir?
Yes, Mataji, please go ahead.
तत्विधि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रेक्षण सेवया उपदेक्षयन्ति ते ज्ञानं ज्ञानिन तत्त्वदर्शिनः.
Very nice, Mataji. Read the translation, Mataji. We will read after you. Like this, read. Just try to learn the truth and give a pause. We will recite after you. Okay?
Okay, okay.
Yes, Asha Mataji, go ahead.
Yes. Should I read the translation?
Yes, Mataji. Few words together. And after that, give a gap. We will recite after you.
Just try to learn the truth.
Just try to learn the truth
Try to learn the truth
Spiritual master.
by approaching the spiritual
By
master.
approaching the spiritual master.
Inquire from him.
Inquire from
Inquire for him submissively
submissively
And render service
and
and
render
render
service
service
unto him.
unto
the
him.
self-realization souls
The
can impart
The
The self-realized
self-realized
soul
soul
can
can
impart
knowledge
knowledge
unto
unto
you
you
Knowledge
because
unto you,
in the truth.
because they have
because
seen
they have seen the truth.
because they have seen the truth.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Actually, this is one of the important shloka in Bhagavad Gita. As we are discussing 108 important Bhagavad Gita slokas, every sloka is very important. And in that, especially for devotees like who are trying to be a devotee and trying to practice the spirituality, then this sloka is very, very important. Why it is important? What is the importance of these things? We are going to discuss in today's session. Actually, if you look at the translation, okay, Krishna is saying, just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. And Krishna is saying, inquire from him submissively, not that in a challenging mode, okay, I'm going to challenge you. Like, it is not like that. Okay, inquire him submissively and render service unto him. Why we need to render service? And the self-realized soul can impart knowledge onto you because they have already seen the truth. Okay, these things we are going to discuss in today's session. And before that, as I told you, in the class itself, it's a wonderful opportunity for us. We learn the sloka in the class itself. Not that we read the sloka and we understand it, we'll go away. No, in the class itself, we will try to learn this sloka. Okay, right now I'll share one screen. In that, I request all the devotees, please look at the sloka for a couple of times and read it in your mind. Okay, and after that, we are going to do the fill in the blanks. This fill in the blanks will help us to memorize this sloka in the class itself. I request all the devotees, please actively participate. Okay, if you are not in a position to unmute yourself, then it's okay. Even though in that case also, I request you to please recite in the mind notes. Okay, I'm sharing the screen. Please look at the screen and try to memorize this sloka in your, means try to read this sloka in your mind for a couple of times like this. तद्विद्धि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपदेक्षन्ति ते ज्ञानं ज्ञानिनस्तत्त्वदर्शिनः. Like this, please recite in your mind for a couple of times. विद्धि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपदेक्षन्ति ते ज्ञानं ज्ञानिनस्तत्त्वदर्शिनः. If you're done, we will go to the fill in the blank session. If this is level 1, those who can do it, please raise your hands. Yes, Jayalakshmi Mataji, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadeshanti te jnanam jnanina tattvadarshinaha.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Very nice, Mataji. Yes, Sindhuri Mataji.
Can you say the first line, Prabhuji? I forgot.
Tadvidhi Pranipatena.
Yes. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninastatvadarshinaha.
Hari Bol. Very nice, Mataji. Yes, Uma Mataji.
तद्विद्धि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन
Sevaya.
सेवया उपदेक्षन्ति ते ज्ञानं ज्ञानिनास्तत्त्वदर्शिनः.
Hari Bol. Very nice, Mataji. Yes, Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninastattvadarshinaha.
Very Bol. Very nice, Prabhu. Those who can do the second level, please raise your hands. Yes, Sai Prem Mataji, I'm waiting for you because you are always active. Yes, Mataji, go ahead.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी. तद्विद्धि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपदेक्षन्ति ते ज्ञानं ज्ञानिनस्तत्त्वदर्शिनः.
Very nice, Mataji. Yes, Uma Mataji, go ahead.
तद्विद्धि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपदेक्षन्ति ते ज्ञानं ज्ञानिनास्तत्त्वदर्शिनः.
Darshana. Very nice. Yes, Krishna Prabhu.
Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninastattvadarshinaha.
Very nice, Prabhu. Any devotee like to try? Yes. Okay, we'll go to the third level. Sorry, this is level 3. Okay, some correction. Okay, I'll do that correction. Yes. Yes, Mataji, who is this? You can go ahead.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी.
Yes, Mataji.
तद्विद्धि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपदेक्षन्ति ते ज्ञानं ज्ञानिनस्तत्त्वदर्शिनः.
Hari Bol. Very nice, Mataji. Yes, Krishna Prabhu.
Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninastattvadarshinaha.
Hari Bol. Very nice, Prabhu. Yes, Jayalakshmi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadeshanti te jnanam jnanina tattvadarshinaha.
Hari Bol. Very nice, Mataji. Any other devotee like to try? Amita Prabhu. Uma Mataji, go ahead. Yes, Uma Mataji.
तद्विद्धि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन
Sevaya.
सेवया
Upadekshan.
उपदेक्षन्ति ते ज्ञानं ज्ञानिनास्तत्त्वदर्शिनः.
Very nice, Mataji. Yes, Sindhuri Mataji.
Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninastattvadarshinah.
Very nice voice, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes, any other devotee like to try? Okay, we are going to our final level of reciting the sloka. That is, you have to turn on the video and you have to recite the sloka by closing your eyes. Let's see who all can do it over our like great devotees, those who are trying to do that. Yes, hi, Sai Prem Mataji. Turn on the video.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Tatvitti pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha.
Very well, very nice, Mataji. At the end, you got little muted, I think. Yes, Krishna Rao Prabhu. Go ahead.
Yes, Prabhuji. तद्विद्धि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपादेक्ष्यन्ति ते ज्ञानं ज्ञानिनस्तत्त्वदर्शिनः.
Very well, very nice, Prabhu. Yes, Jayalakshmi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Tadvidhi pranipratena pariprasnena sevaya upadeshanti te jnanam jnanina tattvadarshinaha.
Very well, very nice, Mataji. Happy to see you. Yes, any other devotee like to try? Satvik, Krishna and Prashanti Mataji, thank you so much for joining today's session. Yes, any other devotee like to try? Today, what happened to our Vasanta Mataji? And many other devotees did not try today. Sindhuri Mataji, Uma Mataji, Rajeshri Mataji, Kausalnath Nigam Prabhu, thank you so much for joining today's session. Happy to see you, Prabhu. Jadav Prabhu, any devotee like to try? Yes, Hari Bol, Sindhuri Mataji wants to try. Go ahead, Mataji, please turn on the video.
Yes, Prabhuji. Tatvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te
Nana,
jnanam jnanina
Tattvadarshi.
tattvadarshinaha.
Very well, very well. Very inspiring to see Mataji for coming forward and doing it. Yes, any other devotee like to try? Actually, these are great devotees because nowadays they are finding difficult to turn on the video. They're turning on video, they're learning the sloka in the class itself. They're coming forward and reciting the sloka, very inspiring. Any other great devotee like to try this? Okay. And I request all the devotees, please, if you can recite this sloka for 7-8 times in the class itself, you will learn this sloka. And that's the reason I'm asking you to recite at least this sloka. And coming back to our third part, that is explanation part. Now we are going to do that explanation part. Okay, as I told you, this is one of the important sloka in Bhagavad Gita. We need to very carefully understand this sloka. If you can understand this sloka, then we can go always in a right path. Okay, it is talking about Tattvadarshinaha, means like it's talking about transcendental knowledge. Okay, in previous sloka, if you look at sloka, Krishna talked about sacrifice. In this sloka also, first point talks about a little bit about sacrifice. Okay, what does it mean about sacrifice? Can anyone say what is the meaning of sacrifice?
Sacrificing all the material desires. Prabhu.
Okay, very nice. What is meaning of sacrifice? Okay, generally we say that I'm sacrificing this, I'm sacrificing that. What is the meaning of sacrifice?
To give up something that you really want.
Very good, very nice, very nice. Okay, actually we are giving up something which we are liking it also, and for the benefit of some higher cause, this is called sacrifice. Okay, means to give up something, which means actually we are not giving up something, we are gaining something. Especially I can quote simple examples so that we can understand it very clearly. During childhood, we are not interested to study, but we studied it because so that for a higher cause, we can practice this studying and we can get some results. This is for our benefit only. Okay, this is called sacrifice. Yes, sir, Dr. Satyaprasad, you want to share any point regarding this?
Yeah, just wanted to say about sacrifice. Sacrifice is something if you really want it, you like it, and you are giving up one thing.
Yes, very, very nice point. And actually, generally, we do many sacrifices. Generally, we know about one sacrifice, that is Yajna sacrifice, like that we do it. But in our day-to-day life, we are doing so many sacrifices. Like parents are sacrificing, even though they want to enjoy for the savings, they sacrifice many of their desires so that our son get benefited. And students also sacrifice their playing and other things for the sake of exam. Actually, sacrifice for higher benefit. Okay, voluntarily we are accepting something now in present is called like sacrifice. Okay, Generally, as I told you, sacrifice does not gives you pain. It will remove the pain which we are suffering. Example, Radheshan Prabhu is to give is doctor. Generally, doctor, if any pus is there, okay, pus is creating pain. Okay, does any other devotees there in our class, like pus is found on my body because of infection? I'm enjoying it. Is there anyone? Hare Krishna. Some
No,
infection.
Prabhuji.
No, Prabhuji.
It gives a lot of pain, am I right?
Prabhuji, yes, Prabhuji.
Yes. If I go to doctor to remove the pus, he will take some knives and he will cut it. Okay, does it give some pleasure?
No, Prabhuji.
Absolutely no, Prabhuji.
It does not. Mataji is giving some expression. Asha Mata, it does not give any pain. Actually, that pain is for good only. Initially, when doctor is doing some surgery, initially it may be having some pain, but at the end, the pain will be removed from our body. Okay, from the pus, at the same time, pain also gets removed. Similarly, sacrifice teaches us to restrain our senses, but it will purify our mind and engage in Lord's service. Generally, many people do some sacrifices that will for higher cause only, by doing which the soul becomes free from material bondage and we can eligible to go back home, back to Godhead. Okay, what is the need of going back home, back to Godhead? These things also we will discuss it. Okay, generally, if a person is drowning in water, recently I saw one news, it's really appreciable. One person got stuck in floods, some helicopter came and he lifted him. Similarly, if you are suffering in this material world, we need some helicopter help so that we can come out of that water. Okay, generally for that reason only we do this sacrifice. Generally, brahmacharis, okay, they stay in ashramam, they restrain from senses, they practice this spirituality. Grosas also practice this spirituality. Being a grosa, I'm also grosa. Generally, grosas are, in last session we discussed about ashramas. In that we discussed about 4 types of ashramas, like brahmachari ashrama, grihastha ashrama, vanaprastha, sannyasi. Sannyasi, we never see sannyasis working, and we know brahmacharya does not work. Vanaprastha are in between, the phase transformation. Mainly grihastha will work, and grihastha should help all other ashramas by giving some charity and other things. This is also one type of sacrifice. Okay, scriptures recommend us to do this sacrifice. It provides divine results. Okay, if we can practice this, then we are going to get some divine results. How can I get off this duality? Generally, we have some problems in our life. Okay, sometimes we'll get pleasure, sometimes pain. Sometimes we will be happy, sometimes we'll be morose. Always we see this type of dualities in our life. Am I right or wrong? Is there any devotee in our class? I'm always happy, Prabhu, like that. Is there anyone?
No, Prabhuji.
We cannot say. Actually, recently I'm very happy. One way I'm happy, one way I'm little sad that one of our devotee, Jailashmi Mataji, came to Yatra. Recently we went for Kanchipuram Yatra. We enjoyed a lot, and Mataji was actually Chennai atmosphere is very humidity. Like a lot of sweat will come out of your body. You'll get exhausted. At that time, Mataji, being even like 70 years old, Mataji ready to come to perform some yatra, came for yatra. And during that time, Mataji find little difficulty because of weather conditions. Suddenly, like she fall down, becoming unconscious. Okay, she did not expect this, but the pain has come. Before starting of the class, I asked Mataji, how is here? Mataji said, a little bit pain is there. Similarly, in our life, sometimes we'll have happiness, sometimes sadness, sometimes happiness, and sometimes sadness. Is there any devotee in our class looking for some sadness, bad news? Is there any devotee?
No, Prabhuji.
No, Prabhuji.
We always want to be happy, am I right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, and Krishna is talking about that happiness place, but who knows this happiness place? If you can find him and if you can approach him, then he will guide us to to reach that ultimate destination. For that, Krishna is talking about this sloka. Okay, this section will teach us how to surrender to Guru. If you surrender to Guru, okay, does not mean that, okay, many people will have a misconceptions like if I join ISKCON, if I go in a Guru Parampara, or I have to sacrifice many things, I may not be happy, I may not enjoy all the things. No, actually, Acharya says that Guru is not a barrier in between you and happiness. Actually, happiness means Krishna. Okay, We saw 6 opulences in full. The Krishna is having 6 opulences in full. Is called Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. Okay, we are suffering soul. As a conditioned soul, we are suffering in this material world. Okay, if you want happiness, as I ask you one question, like, are you want to be happy? Everyone said, yes, I want to be happy. If you want to be happy, then we have to reach to Krishna. Okay, for that, we need a guru. Generally, people have a misconception that if I have to surrender Guru, if I surrender to Guru, whatever he says, I have to listen to him. This type of misconceptions will be there. But Guru is not a barrier. Guru is a way. He will show us a way so that we can reach Supreme Personality of Godhead, so that we can live a happy life. For that, we need a Guru in our life. We are talking about these things in our today's sessions. Okay, this is a summary of transcendental knowledge. Okay, how to achieve this transcendental knowledge. Okay, the fruits of this transcendental knowledge. Who can successfully achieve this transcendental knowledge? The symptoms of one who has successfully applied this transcendental knowledge, and who is that person? These things we are going to discuss. First, we will discuss about how to achieve. To receive this transcendental knowledge, okay, as Krishna is saying, Tadvidhi Pranipatena Pariprashnena Sevaya. Okay, for to receive this transcendental knowledge, we need to approach and surrender ourselves, okay, to spiritual master. Okay, with a submissive inquiry and service, we have to approach him. Then we are going to get a fruit. What is that fruit that we are going to get? Okay, we, after acquiring this knowledge, one never again fall into the illusion. As I told you, sometimes we'll feel happy, sometimes we'll feel sad. Okay, this is all about dualities. This is we are getting in our life because of illusion. We are getting illusion, and that's the reason sometimes we are paining, sometimes we are like happy. To come out of this, we need the transcendental knowledge which will destroy all our miseries. Okay, and who can achieve this? One who have faith can acquire this transcendental knowledge. Okay, with some inquiry we have to do it. Let's go to the sloka. Okay, Krishna is talking about surrender. Okay, without reservation we have to surrender. What is why without reservation, we may ask? Especially new people goes to Guru and think that already I know a lot of things. Generally, if you see, especially young students, in a challenging mood, they will go and ask, do you know this? Do you know this? As if they know everything like that, they will go in a challenging mood and they try to ask Guru. And Krishna is saying this does not work, because okay, they don't allow Guru to speak. They himself want to dominate, and they says many things to Guru. Namesake, they may say, Guru, Guru, what do you think if you do like this? Okay, I think if you should do like this. If you are saying your things, then what is the need of Guru? Okay, this we are not supposed to do it. Okay, we should not disrespect him after surrendering to him. Okay, second thing, first is surrender. We need to surrender to Guru. You may ask me, what is the need of surrender to a Guru? Actually, Guru has already seen the truth. If you have surrendered to the Guru who has already seen the truth, our path will be very easy. Our path will not be a difficult one. Example I like to give. Okay, how many of you feel, really, frankly tell me, how many of you feel that we need a Guru for running? Running. Do you think we need?
I think, Prabhuji.
You think
Yes,
we need a
Prabhuji.
Guru? Okay.
Yes,
For perfection, we need Prabhuji.
For perfection, we need a Guru. Okay. For just for running sake, if some God is, if some dog is running behind you, you run like anything. For that, it's a natural tendency of a human being. He will run away from that place. Then what is the need of Guru for running? As I told you, he is Tattva Darshana. When he was practicing this running, he finds some difficulties. For example, with lot of intake of food, okay, after lunch, can you run immediately?
No, Prabhuji.
You cannot run. This by experience you'll get it, or automatically it will come to you? With experience, it will come to you. The person who is practicing this running, okay, to get a gold medal in Olympics, he already practiced it. He knows some up and downs. If you can approach him directly, there is no need for you to do the experiment again. He has already done the experiment, and if you can approach him, then we can easily achieve our result. Okay, this is the importance of Guru. Just for running sake, when I had it for first time, it was really a shocking for me. Yes, generally for running also, we go to a teacher and we'll try to learn the techniques. Okay, not over whatever it may be, like any game, anything, any medical profession or anything. We have Dr. Vijay Kalyani Mataji. Okay, Mataji is a teacher for law students. Okay, generally, just by reading books, can't they learn, Mataji? They need to approach a guru to understand the things clearly. We have Dr. Satya Prasad Prabhu also. Prabhu, Dr. Satya Prasad Prabhu, can you please answer us? For example, I have a medical books. If I read all the medical books, can I become a doctor?
You will become a Google doctor.
Generally, we cannot
You will
become
not
a
become
doctor.
a doctor.
They cannot become a
Most of
doctor.
them are becoming Google doctors.
Google doctor.
All are doing Google doctor.
Yes. Nowadays, it's one type of problem. Doctors, when I went to one clinic, he mentioned they use some particular word. May I know the word, Prabhu? Generally, it is called they use that word because nowadays many people, if they are having some problem, they Google it and they will try to get the answer from there. This does not work. Okay, for small things also we need some senior suggestions. He acts as a guru in our life. Okay, we need to approach seniors and gurus so that he is Tattva Darshana. He already saw the truth. If you can approach him, then our job will be very easy. Okay, and coming back to this doctor profession, generally, if you want to become a doctor, you have to do PhD, whereas in MBBS, if you do degree also, you'll get a doctorate degree because it's very important subject that the reason they award you. But after completing of the exam, they will not give you doctorate certificate as it is. You have to practice under a practitioner for some time. Okay, then he should certify you. Then only you are eligible to open your own clinic and you can treat the patients. Okay, coming back to this material education, we need some guru. Okay, nowadays coming back to spirituality, everyone is thinking that we does not need any guru. Google is sufficient. No, we need guru because like if you acquire knowledge from wherever you want, that does not work. As I told you, some recognized universities are there. If I want to do engineering, I cannot go to any engineering college to get a degree certificate. That should be recognized by state, that should be recognized by India, and how many recognizations are there for that institute. I will inquire all the things, then only I will join. Okay, like this, I will not go to any school or college, I will not join. Will you make your child to join in a ordinary school or in a recognized school? You make your child to join in that school or college? Can anyone please unmute and answer?
Recognized.
We go for a recognized because the recognition is have a value. Similarly, coming back to spirituality, we are not supposed to hear from anyone. We already learned these things in our SGR sessions, and then introduction class also we learned many things about these things. Okay, especially you have to learn this knowledge from a parampara, guru parampara. We need to learn because authorized parampara, if you can approach you, you will get nice knowledge. Okay, Sanatana Goswami, one of the great Goswamis in Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, he also, even though he is materially very good position, but he humbly, okay, approached a guru and tried to learn the problems in their life. Generally, we have 4 problems. No one wants, everyone gets it. Can anyone guess what are the problems no one wants and everyone gets it? We already discussed this subject matter. Can anyone answer?
Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi.
Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. Yes. Okay. Janma means birth, death, old age, and disease. Is there any devotee who wants these things? I want this. No. Janma,
No one
Mrityu,
wants.
Jara. No one wants, but everyone suffers for that. Okay. Even though we are not wanting, but we are suffering for this. And if you want to come out of these problems, then we have to approach a guru. Okay. And he, along with his friend, he used to go to forest, he used to bring some sticks, he used to give to guru so that his guru will be happy by his service so that he can give some knowledge to me. Okay, Gyan knows the truth as Param Jyoti. Yogi knows, like generally Jnanis knows truth as Jyoti, and Yogi is known as Paramatma. But Bhaktas knows, okay, as it is, like Krishna as it is. Krishna is having 6 appearances in full. All all are same, but same truth, but different perception. Example, our senior acharyas gives is, generally, if you look at Prime Minister, he is a Prime Minister for India. He is a government servant. Okay, this is one type of perception. And second is, he is Prime Minister of India. He goes to Parliament and he will make so many changes and he will run the country like that. This is one aspect. And coming back to, he to have a family life, he will go back home, then he will spend his time. These perceptions are different from person to person. Okay, this God realization is also varies from person to person. Okay, and many people say different things. We need to be carefully hear from a authorized parampara. Many people goes to Guru, as I mentioned you, Tadvidhi Pranipatena Pariparshana Seva. Many people goes to Guru to take the blessings. Prabhu, I want some health issue. I have a health issue. Please help me. I want to go to Amrika. Please bless me. Like that, they will go to Guru. Actually, if you want some health issue, if you have any health issue, our Acharya says that better to go to doctor. Okay, if you want to earn some money, better to go to foreign country and earn money. Okay, like this, if you want, okay, spiritual knowledge, then you have to submissively approach a Guru and inquire from him. And coming back to this Guru, as I told you, we need to learn especially spiritual knowledge from an authorized sampradaya. As I mentioned you earlier also, now I'll explain you in detail for 5 minutes. We have 4 sampradayas: Sri Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, Kumara Sampradaya, Brahma Madhava, Gaudiya Sampradaya. These sampradayas has come from Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna himself. Krishna, okay, to give the spiritual knowledge to all the people, he has created these 4 authentic sampradaya. I'm not saying only ISKCON is authentic Sampradaya, Sri Sampradaya, like Ramanujacharya, like many exalted devotees are there, Sri Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, Kumara Sampradaya, Brahma, Madhava, Gaudiya Sampradaya. ISKCON comes under this Brahma, Madhava, Gaudiya Sampradaya. Whenever you are hearing any lecture from YouTube or anywhere, okay, look whether he is from an authorized Sampradaya or not. Because he may speak something nonsense and people are getting cheated also. Nowadays, especially in Kali Yuga, many people started coming in front and started saying themselves as God. Okay, he himself cannot raise his hand continuously for 6 days and 6 nights. I'm not talking about lifting a Gordhan on little finger. He cannot raise his hand continuously for 7 days and 7 nights without sleep. But they claim themselves as God. Okay, and many people say that you God, I am God. This type of philosophy is also there. Okay, we need to be very careful so that we should not deviate our path when we are practicing this spirituality. That should help us to understand a real jnana. Okay, I given you example of like doctor. If you want to become a doctor and a practitioner doctor, okay, if you want to become an accountant, under a accountant you have to work for some time. Then only we can understand the things clearly. Then we can practice. We need to, okay, coming back to the spirituality, we need to approach Guru and submissively try to learn from him, so that our path will be very easy. We can smoothly go into smoothly, our journey will be very smooth in spirituality. And if you look at Srila Prabhupada purport, okay, the path of spiritual realization is undoubtedly difficult. Okay, actually, this may look little tricky for all of us. Why Srila Prabhupada is saying that the spiritual realization is undoubtedly difficult? The reason is to find a bona fide spiritual master itself difficult in Kali Yuga. Can anyone say that every person in YouTube who are coming or all are genuine and they are taking us in a right path? Can you say that?
No, Prabhuji.
We cannot say that. Actually, the person, many people, they come forward and say that there is no need of Guru. Okay, you yourself can understand about yourself and you can practice spirituality. Like that he will say. Okay, he himself teaching as a Guru, and he's saying that there is no need of Guru. Means he himself contradicted to his statement, don't listen to me. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
He himself giving a contradictory statement, don't listen to me also. Okay, but he wants to be a Guru. We want to be present in a society. This type of people are also there. We need to be very careful, especially, okay, to find a bona fide spiritual master. Okay, therefore, like Supreme Personality of Godhead is advised us to find a bona fide spiritual master in the line of disciplic succession. Okay, from the Lord itself. I told you about 4 sampradayas. ISKCON is one of the sampradaya. If you read Srila Prabhupada as it is in the first introduction part, Srila Prabhupada clearly given the information of Guru Parampara. Okay, no one can become a spiritual master, like no one can be a bona fide spiritual master without following the principle of disciplic succession. Okay, many people says that I got this knowledge by myself. Okay, but Krishna and Srila Prabhupada in the purport clearly saying that no one can become a bona fide spiritual master without following the principles of disciplic succession. Means it is should become in a parampara. Nowadays we see many people for one day will become very crazy and he will become very famous. Another day he may fall down. Okay, because he is not in a disciplic succession. Importance of disciplic succession is when you are doing anything wrong in your spirituality, Guru is there to correct you. Not that I can create my own ashramam and other things. If I do like these things, there is no superiority for me. There is no person who's correcting me when I'm doing mistakes. Because of that, this type of problems are coming in the society. That's the reason they should come in a Guru Parampara. Okay, Lord, actually, frankly speaking, first spiritual master is Lord himself. And the person who are practicing these things in the disciplic section convey the same message as it is. That's the reason Srila Prabhupada has given our Bhagavad Gita book name as it is. Okay, no one can be spiritual realized by manufacturing his own process. As I already did you, many people nowadays it has become a fashion. Okay, and they will fool all the peoples. In Bhagavatam, in 6th canto, 3rd chapter, 19th sloka says that Dharmastu Shakshat Bhagavat Pranita. The path of religion is directly enunciated by the Lord himself. Therefore, the mental speculation, I am thinking like this, okay, I am thinking like this does not work. This dry argument cannot help, okay, lead one into a right path. Nor many says that independent, like I want to be independent. What is the need of approaching a guru? You yourself study, like that they will say. Okay, generally, I'll ask you a simple question. Can anyone guess how many verses are there in Vedas? A wild guess.
18,000.
18,000, okay. It's Srimad Bhagavatam itself having 18,000 slokas. I'm talking about all the Vedas.
That is more than 1 lakh.
1 lakh. Any wild guess?
Maybe 10 lakhs, Prabhu.
It's anything more than
That. Maybe crore.
actually. Yes, 5 lakh, not lakh, 5 lakhs of verses are there. You can imagine. Does our human life is sufficient to read? Actually, read for one time?
No,
No,
that is not.
Prabhuji.
That is not possible. And many people say that you read book, there is no need of spiritual master, like that they will say. Is it right?
Yes.
No,
There is no need
No,
of reading a
Prabhuji.
books.
no.
They simply by read books, you can become a spiritual master. You read it by yourself. This does not work. One has to approach a bona fide spiritual master to receive the knowledge. Such a spiritual master should be accepted in full surrender. Okay, Krishna and Srila Prabhupada use the word full surrender and should serve the spiritual master like a menial servant without false prestige. Actually, as I told you, we think that to approach a guru, to approach a Supreme Personality of Godhead, we think that guru is a barrier. Guru is not a barrier. Guru will help us to reach Supreme Personality of Godhead. What is in between us and God is coming in between? Can anyone guess? What is the thing which is coming in between us and God? Any guess?
Guru Prabhuji.
Guru will
Between
take
us.
Guru will take us. I'm
near
talking
to
about a
the
barrier which is obstructing us to reach Krishna.
Maya, Prabhuji.
the material world.
Material, very good, almost near. Actually, the false ego that is keeping in our body. Spiritual master, if you only surrender to a spiritual master, then he will give that jnana to us. Okay, for that we need to be submissively approach a guru. For example, if I go to any person and if I challenge him, okay, I'll give 1 lakh rupees, okay, pass me. If I go like this, will I get any knowledge?
No.
No,
This is
Prabhuji.
not submissive. Okay, as prescribed by the government of India, I go to a college, I studied the books given by me, given to me, and I approached a teacher, I learned everything as gurus taught to me. Then if I write exam, if okay, there are chances for me to pass the exam, at the same time, I will acquire some knowledge also so that I can go outside and then work. Then this guru will help us to understand these things in spirituality also. But we need to empower, and submission is important in this sloka. Not that in a challenging mood, we should not go and we should not challenge any spiritual master. Okay. Actually, frankly speaking, we are blind, and we use this prayers also. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. In school, from school days also, we are doing these prayers. Om Ajnana Timirandasya. So we are in Ajnana. Okay, Guru is like a light, and he is removing our darkness in our life. Okay, so for that reason, we need to approach a Guru. If you approach a Guru, already he has seen the truth, he will easily guide us. Okay, I like to end this class by giving a small story so that we can understand the things. Who is the Guru of Pandavas and Kauravas?
Dronacharya.
Dronacharya. One time want to test all his disciples. Okay, and he started calling one person. Okay, especially called, generally many people, especially Kauravas, used to say to Dronacharya that you are showing partiality to only Pandavas, you are not favoring us. First, he invited one by one all the Kauravas. Okay, when he was inviting all the Kauravas, yes, Prabhuji or Mataji, definitely will share the recording after the class. It is already YouTube live, Prabhu. You can go to the Gauranga Vani, our channel is there. There you can get it, Prabhu. Already typed it. Sorry, I typed it. Gauranga Vani YouTube channel is there, Prabhu. You can get all these recordings over there. And coming back to our story, I'll end the class within 2 to 3 minutes. I request all the devotees, please be little attentive. One time, all the Pandavas and Kauravas are standing to take teachings from Dronacharya. Dronacharya, we know that is very good at archery. Then he called one by one, especially called all the Kauravas, and he asked, okay, here have to eat a eye of a bird, not bird, you have to hit with your arrow eye of a bird. Then he called one by one, buddies on the tree. He called everyone, have you seen tree? He said, yes. Have you seen parrot? Yes, means bird. Have you seen eye of a bird? He said, yes. You get out. Like that, he called all the person. He called Duryodhana also. Have you seen tree? He started talking. For everyone, you are asking the same question. I'm seeing tree. I'm seeing solid atmosphere. I'm seeing the bird. I'm seeing everything. Shall I eat or not? He asked everyone to eat, but no one can achieve the target. Then he knows that Arjuna can do it. Then he called Arjuna. He asked, have you seen the tree? He said, no. Are you seeing any surrounding atmosphere? He said, no. Are you seeing a bird? He said, no. Are you seeing eye of a bird? He said, yes. Then you hit the arrow. He hit the arrow and it has pierced the eye of a bird. This is the level of concentration that we should have when you are approaching your guru. Okay, it should not be in a challenging mood. Guru knows all the Kauravas cannot do it because their submission is not good. They're not submitted in a positive way. They're supposed to do submit to a guru. They are in a challenging mood. Okay, I know everything. What you're teaching, right? That they went in that mood and they could not hit the target. Whereas Arjuna submissively surrendered to Guru and he could hit the target. This is the importance of submission to a Guru, so that he already seen the truth. He knows that if your concentration is outside your target, then you will see all the things. He's trying to tease that. Dronacharya wants to tease that. If you can see an eye, if you want to hit the eye of a bird, you have to see only eye of the bird. We should not see the surroundings. I'll give you a simple example so that you can understand it. For example, you are going to office immediately, means at 8 o'clock you have to report to office to attend an important meeting. At any cost, you have to attend that meeting. That meeting is very important for you. And you got little delay. If you do little more delay also, you may not reach on time. At that time, okay, you will reach your destination without any obstacle, without any focus here and there. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Can you see some billboards when you're going to our office?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Can you see billboards?
No, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Can you see some posters which is displaying on the road?
No.
Can you
Our
see some?
concentration,
When
our
can you see?
concentration to reach the office.
Yes. Can you see
Not
some?
at all, Prabhuji.
Can you see some hotels and other things? We cannot see anything because we are hurried to reach the destination. Because that important work is there, the mind will not go here and there. Okay, this 1 point concentration will come to you because when your target is fixed, that anyway at any cost I have to reach my destination. When you are fixed in your mind, these distractions will not allow to see other things also. Some person is maybe fighting on the road, some mob is gathering. We don't bother to look those things because we are achieving our target. I have to reach my office by 8 o'clock so that I can attend my important meeting. Okay, Guru will help to improve this concentration so that you can practice this spirituality. In our life, okay, dualities may come and go, happiness may come and go, many things, many obstacles may come and go, but Guru will give you a proper knowledge so that how can you come out of this difficult situation? How can you come out of this dissolution? How can you come out of these dualities? How can you practice this spirituality? And how can you reach God, go back home, back to God? At the initial, means at the starting of the class, I asked you one question, that is, you want to be happy, but even though some problems are coming into your life, you want to be permanently happy, then we need to approach a Guru so that he will take us back home, back to Godhead. Okay, because this place is called Dukkhalayam Ashashvatam. In Boloka, this is called Dukkhalayam Ashashvatam. And the place where Supreme Personality of Godhead resides, it's called Vaikunta. Okay, Kunta means problems. Vaikunta means the place where there is no problems. If you want to go to that place, we need to approach a Guru so that he will take us back home, back to Godhead. Okay, for that, we need to submissively approach a Guru so that he can guide us to move further in our spirituality. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for joining this session. Sorry, I've taken a little more time because starting there was a little problem. That's the reason I've taken more time. Thank you so much for joining this session. If you have any questions, you can please ask me. Thank you, Uma Mataji, Sindhuri Mataji, Sheena Mataji, Satvik Krishna Prabhu and Prashanti Mataji, Sai Prema Mataji, Neha Mataji, Krishna Rao Prabhu, Rajashri Mataji, Jayalashmi Mataji, Dr. P. Vijay Kalyani Mataji, Anita Mataji, Shivani Mataji, Kaushalnath Prabhu, Satyaprasad. Thank you so much for joining this session. If you have any questions, you can please ask me. Is it clear? This.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, any questions? Yeah, you can please ask me.
Next
Idea.
week, which,
Prabhuji.
next class, which shloka we are going to read, Prabhuji? Will you
This
guide
is,
us?
yeah, Prabhu. Mostly we are going to discuss 5.18.
5.18. Thank you, Prabhuji.
If I can summarize it, everything, then mostly we are going to discuss 5.18. Or else we have to discuss some other slokas to give some base for you.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
I have a question.
Yes,
which is a normal. It's not regarding this session.
okay.
There is one village like Yerravanam. Already you might have seen, but I don't know. Just I want to clear my doubt. Yerravanam, in that Yerravanam,
I cannot hear you anything, Mataji. Is it only for me or for everyone? Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, we can't hear.
Anita Mataji, there is a small network issue at your side, I think, Mataji. Please.
going on digging. Then they saw the Lakshmi Narasimha Swami as it is, how the boy told. Simply
Mataji,
just like that.
In between, there was a small disturbance, Mataji. Can you please ask your question from the beginning?
Okay, Prabhuji. Now I am sitting in a place. I'll ask Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam. Thank you for your lesson. It was so awesome. So my question is related to Erravanam village,
Okay.
which is now trending in YouTube. Is Erravanam village, in that village, one SC boy or something, one boy, the Lakshmi Narasimha Swami Devata has entered into his body and told all vakyas. Like telling like that, you all people you dig here, here I am there, like that he told. Then immediately the villagers went to dig the that place where the place is located. Then they saw there Lakshmi Narasimha Swami with four-headed snake and padukoni unnadi kuda akkada చూపించడం జరిగింది. So my question is, if that is true, is that true?
Okay.
We should go by bona fide, as you said, we should go by bona fide. Then how does this is possible? And I have listened to that they wherever they are going, they are getting the blessings, and even the unable people, those who are going there, they are getting the speech also. From childhood also, the speech was not there for the child. He got his speech.
Okay. I'll come back to your question, Mataji. If I could understand it rightly, you are asking that there is a place called Erravanam. One person realized something that he got God enter into him and given some information that I am residing at the place. You please take me and take me out, and you pray for me. And is it right? Whatever he's saying is right. Is it right? And does he come in a bona fide parampara? How can I understand these things? Am I right, Mataji?
Yes, correct, Prabhuji. Correct.
Coming back to your question, Mataji, sometimes, okay, some influential persons, okay, this type of information may come, and if you go and dig, it may be correct sometimes, not in all the cases, Mataji. And when a person is saying about these things, we should understand two things, Mataji. One is because of some past life good activities which he has done. Because of that, God has given knowledge to him so that he can sometimes Sthalapurana also talk like this. If you go to Dwaraka, there is a Sthalapurana. It talks about same information. Pandit got a dream that God is residing there. When they went, really God is there. This type of information. This is one side, Mataji. And second side we have to consider is, okay, some as I told you, there may be incomplete information also. We need to be careful whenever we are coming to a conclusion. Sometimes for name and fame sake also some people may do, and in that case, if you want any judgment, we have to look at him personally. Actually, there is a concept called acharya. Many people may come and say you something like acharya, like you have to follow this, you have to follow this, like that. They may come and say they may give you some wonderful lecture, and coming back to the practice, his own practice, he may not do it. He cannot become an acharya. The person who is saying the same thing and he is practicing the same thing, then he become an acharya. Other persons cannot become an acharya. Generally, we recommend you to follow the acharya's much. Okay, the person, okay, whether to believe him or not, okay, secondary. But first thing is, okay, whatever acharya says, if he can follow and if he says the same things, better to follow him. And coming back to these things, sometimes, as I told you, sometimes because of some spiritual credit in their account, this type of things may come. Okay, coming back to this news, Mataji, I'm sorry to say this, but I'm very poor at watching all the TV news channels because many times it may not be correct. That's the reason I don't watch, Mataji. Regarding this, I'll come back to you with correct information.
Prabhuji, whatever you have told, it is right. Whatever the words you are speaking, it is actually the words which Krishna is speaking through you. It is correct only, Prabhuji. Afterwards, you can share also. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Hari Bol, Prabhuji. Hari Hari Bol.
Any other questions? Why I said this thing is Mataji asked nice questions. So many people say, come and say that some Mata has entered into a body, you have to go and take darshan and you have to take blessings from him. Like that, many people will go blindly, they will follow it. Okay, we should not get cheated by these blind followers, because okay, the person who is practicing this spirituality, we have to look at his background also. Because sometimes, okay, they will do all mischief things in life and they say that some Mataji has entered, you come and take blessings. Okay, if you look at Srila Prabhupada, one time it has happened to Srila Prabhupada also. He went in front of DT and he told to his disciples, you are not taking care of deities properly, you are not opening and means you are not closing the temple at exact prescribed time. Look at the God eyes. God has become right. Like that, he started reciprocating with the deity. You look at the sincerity of Srila Prabhupada, he could reciprocate with the deities also. There is a great Acharya, as I told you, the Acharya, the person who is following the things and he is following in his life also. Teaching and following is the same in Acharya. For the type of people we can believe, but others, I leave it to you, because their sadhana is very important when you are believing this type of things. As far as my knowledge is concerned.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Any other questions? If no other questions are there, there is a little assignment for all the devotees. Whatever like takeaway points that you feel very important in today's sessions, please message me. Don't think that it's like a school homework. This is just to like check myself, check myself how far you could understand it. These things regarding this, you please. This is my number. Please WhatsApp me. What are the takeaway points that you learned in today's session with your name? For example, Krishna Rao Prabhu. I learned these things in today's session. Like that, you can message me. And one more thing. Second assignment is next session. Means mostly this coming Wednesday we have one class. Okay, in the class, if you can give a presentation about 5.18 sloka, very important sloka in Bhagavad Gita, Vidya Vinaya Sampanne. Okay, any devotee, please come forward and give their understanding about this sloka for 5 minutes. Is there any devotee who wants to do that? If you need any information, I am ready to help you, so that you also get opportunity to speak about the sloka. Yes, Anita Mataji, you please contact me, Mataji. I'll give you some information. You talk about this sloka for 5 minutes in our next session.
Yes, Prabhuji, Hari Bol.
Thank you, Mataji. If no other questions are there, we will end the session today. Yes, Prabhu, 5.1 minute.
Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji.
What is the homework, Prabhuji? What is the homework?
You today we discussed about this important sloka 4.34. Any takeaway points? Like, yeah, I like this point very much in today's session. This is very important.
Okay.
Like, if you feel anything important in today's sessions, you please share it.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay. Once again, I'd like to thank all the devotees for joining the prayer session. We'll end the session here by doing the prayers. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya vacha pattanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo.